By the end of this episode, you'll question whether you can ever truly trust your senses. Because what if everything you see, touch and hear is lying to you, and only your mind can reveal what's real? That's the question René Descartes asked in one of his most famous thought experiments in philosophy, the Wax Argument. Imagine this, back in the 1600s, he's sitting alone in his study, the candles flickering beside him. In his hand a small piece of beeswax, solid, fragrant, golden in colour. He studies it carefully, the scent of honey, the texture of the wax, the shape he can see and feel. Then he holds it closer to the flame. The wax softens, it drips, the colour fades, the scent disappears. Everything his senses told him about the object had now changed, and yet he knows somehow that it's still the same wax. But how? The senses told him it changed completely. Only the mind told him it was the same. This, he realised, was a revelation. Descartes had already begun to doubt the reliability of perception. He knew our eyes can be tricked by illusions, our ears can mistake echoes, our touch can be deceived by temperature. The wax argument drove the point home. What we see and feel are only appearances, temporary and changing. The wax's texture, colour and shape are not its true nature. Its essence, the thing that makes it what it is, can't be known through the senses. It's only through reason, through thought, that we recognise it as the same piece of wax. And that realisation transformed philosophy forever. From this simple observation, Descartes drew radical conclusions. If knowledge based on the senses can shift and deceive, then true knowledge must come from something else, the intellect. This is the core of rationalism, the belief that reason and deduction, not sensory experience, are foundations of truth. You don't see that 2 + 2 is 4, you know it. You don't have to touch geometry to understand its logic. Reason alone reveals it to you, as we discussed before. Descartes argued that the mind is clearer and more certain than the body, and in doing so, he made a stand against the upcoming empiricists who believed that knowledge begins with sense experience. For Descartes, the sense could describe the world, but only reason could explain it. Think about our world today. We rely on images, data and sensory overload, screens that constantly tell us what's real, yet deep down we still face Descartes' question. If the senses can be fooled by illusions, deep fakes and even AI, then what can we trust? The wax argument reminds us that appearances can change, but truth doesn't. It invites us to look past what's visible, to use reason as our compass in a world built on perception. So next time you light a candle and watch the wax melt, remember, what you see is only the surface. The essence, the truth, lies beyond your senses. Descartes showed that reason is the only path to certainty. That's why he built his philosophy not on what he could see, but on what he could think. Because the senses may deceive, but the mind, when disciplined by reason, reveals reality itself. You don't see truth, you realise it. And that's the lesson of the wax argument.